Honestly, if you have a shit day and the day's a write-off, so be it. There's always tomorrow. Always. Time management is not about creating a ridiculously strict schedule that is complex and difficult to actually enact. Not at all. Time management is also not about cramming your life into some rigid system with absolutely zero room for the dynamic nature of life. Those two things are not realistic, they're not useful, they're not viable. So a good time management strategy will have some element of structure to it. So there will be, you know, some element of setting up a schedule for your day and so on, but at the same time, that schedule that you set up, it has to allow for the dynamic and fluid nature of human life. Nothing you do is completely set in stone. Nothing that we do is completely rigid. There is always an element of potential unknowns in anything and everything that we do. So when you are planning your day, you need to ensure that you are doing your very best. Now, it's not completely possible to see everything coming, such as the nature of unknowns, but you need to ensure that you do your very best to plan for the potential for things to change, for things to crop up, as it were. Because that's life, that happens. That's what happens when you're a human being, especially when you're a busy human. You have lots of shit you need to do, and lots of things will come up in your day at the very last minute, and there's no way around that. And proper planning will mean that those things will be fewer in number, absolutely, but they will never be completely gone. There will never be a time where you can actually sit down and plan every moment of every day. It just doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. So you need to be able to be dynamic and fluid in your approach. So time management is not about rigidity. It's not about enforcing a structure upon your life that is unmanageable. It's not about cramming your life into some ridiculous system. And it's also not about making your day fit into the confines of some bullshit planner you've bought on Amazon. It just isn't. Time management, proper time management, caters for the dynamic nature of life, the fluid nature of life. So, for instance, I implement time blocking, and it's something I tend to go through with my clients as well. But the time blocking is not super strict, it's not rigid. It allows for things to change and things to happen. So, for instance, I'm going to use my own day-to-day as a point of reference. So I will have the morning blocked out for creative stuff. Now, I get up really early, not because I'm part of the fucking 5 AM club or any bullshit like that, just because I just do. The universe has decided that I get up early. That's just is what it is. And so in the morning, before everyone else gets up, I have some time, some peace and quiet, in fact. And in that time, I do a fair amount of creative stuff. So I do a lot of writing, I do a lot of that sort of thing. Because that's just when it's most convenient for me. But that's not always the case. Some days I don't get up that early, or the kids get up, or whatever. So I also have some time at the end of the day for those things, but only if I haven't done them in the morning, or I haven't got it done, you know, finished in the morning. I have some time at the end of my working day that I can do those things. Now, it's slightly less convenient for me at the end of the day because, as I say, the kids are up and about, and and so on and so forth. House is noisy and all of that stuff, but I have a contingency in place. So if I miss it in the morning, it's not the end of the world. Now, I'm not going to go through my whole day, my whole schedule with you, because, well, that will just bore you to tears. And also, my day is going to look very different to yours, just like your day is going to look very different to anyone else that you know, because that's just life. Everyone is different, everyone's unique, everyone has their own shit that they've got to do. But my point is if you add contingencies in, then when things crop up, there is minimal disruption. Now, there will be times where things crop up that you couldn't possibly plan for, and in those instances there's bugger all you can do about it. You just have to accept it. It's not the end of the world. So today was a write-off, so fucking what? It doesn't matter. Tomorrow's a new day and you can try again. So relax. Time management should not be rigid, it should not be stiff, it should not be carved into the rock face. It is not set in stone. Life is dynamic and fluid by its very nature. So you need to be as well. So don't fret about your time management. Honestly, if you have a shit day and the day's a write-off, so be it. There's always tomorrow. Always.